Hey, you silly little freaks. What's up? If you know me, silly little freak, that's a compliment. I'm a silly little freak. Okay. I've been doing a lot of mentalism and magic and stuff, and I have a ton more to do. So I felt like it was time for me to put a hypnosis video in, and I'm going to do this. Excuse me. Pardon me. Anyway, I have a lot of requests. I get tons of requests, and my heart really goes out to people, and I try to fulfill them, and I don't mind them so much. At times it can get overwhelming. So with this, I'm going to teach you, my friends, how to do self-hypnosis. Please go and search my videos for my anchoring and self-hypnosis, because I kind of taught a basic self-hypnosis video. This here is going to go a tiny bit more in depth, and still listen to my videos, of course, and it's like you'll see in the writing, it's a proverb, you give a hungry man a fish, they will eat for one day, but you teach them how to fish, they'll eat for a lifetime. Alright, so I'm going to teach you some self-hypnosis, and it can be for any problem, and I'll kind of go into that. First, what you need to do is go off to a quiet place, a place where you will not be disturbed. And as a matter of fact, right now, make sure you're in a place where you will not be disturbed. Your phones are shut off, ringers, TV, everything, and so on. And when you do your self-hypnosis, make sure you're in the same situation. Then what I want you to do is think of what it is you'd like to use the self-hypnosis to overcome. If it's depression or anxiety or whatever, tell yourself, I'm now going to do self-hypnosis for, and you fill in the blank. And then you set apart a certain amount of time. Now, you're not going to be right on, but we kind of have an inner clock. And when we're in the subconscious part of the brain, our inner clock is more in tuned. So, I don't know, let's say you say, okay, I'm going to use self-hypnosis now for depression, and I'm going to do it for 15 minutes. And then you'd close your eyes and so forth. Okay? And all of you should have anchors. If you watch my other one, I would actually have you, rather you watch that first before you watch this. That way you can go into deep hypnosis within seconds. And the best anchor is just pressing your thumb and forefinger together. See, I put you in deep hypnosis, and then I do this. So that's linked together. So, in the future, what might have been a 5 or 6 minute induction, you do this, you know, within 10 to 30 seconds, you're in that same deep place, same place. And that's basically what an anchor is. Alright, so, let me get a little drink. Coke is it. Coke! I'm kidding. Alright. Alright. Bibbidi bobbidi boop boop boop. Yeah. Alright. Enough playing around. Alright. What I would like you to do is just now get yourself comfortable. Okay? Get yourself nice and comfortable. That's right. Now what I'd like you to do is look at that crease where the vertical wall and the horizontal wall meet, but don't move your head to look up. Move your eyes so your eyes are looking up at that. And just stare at that spot. Stare at it with such intensity that if you had X-ray vision, you could see through that spot. And keep staring as your body relaxes. All tension leaves your body. Staring at that spot, becoming drawn to that spot. That's it. If you'd like, you can imagine a little twirl. And you can imagine it spinning. And your inner body floating up, going into that spiral. But just go deep, deep, deep. As you stare at that spot with sleepy, dreamy, droopy, drowsy eyes. And when I get to 1, I'm going to have you close your eyes. You probably notice that there's increased blinking, maybe a little wetness, and tiny bit of burning in your eye. That's natural. 3, 2, 1. Eyes closed now. And you won't open them unless there's an emergency or unless I have you open them. Now, just relax your entire body from head to toe, going deep, deep, deep into hypnosis. There's many different levels of hypnosis. And even in the medium levels, you can do a lot of good work, but obviously the best levels are the deep levels, naturally. And just be still. Clear your mind of everything. Imagine yourself in a movie theater, and all that is on the screen is white. And imagine yourself floating up higher and higher, going deeper and deeper the higher you go into hypnosis. Now, being in the movie theater represents your conscious mind, but when you go through the screen, literally, you're going and transferring into your subconscious, unconscious mind, and just float up into the screen. That's it, and just feel yourself now melt through it. That's it, nice and deep, nice and deep. And I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1, and with each number that I count, you're going to go a step further and deeper into hypnosis. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, halfway till we reach deep, deep levels of trance. 4, 3, 2, 1, deeply hypnotized. And you notice your breathing has become a little deeper and a little slower. And you just feel such an pleasure going through your body as your endorphins release. And the endorphins release, going into your arms, your legs, your chest, your back, and your stomach. And you feel so happy as the endomorphines go right through your body, filling you with pleasure. Feel the endorphins really good. All right. You are now in deep trance, and you're open to any positive suggestion that I give you. What I'd like you to do is with your dominant hand, like if you're left-handed, you would use your left hand. If you're right-handed, you would use your right hand. But take the thumb and forefinger of your dominant hand and press them together. Now, I say it to you and I say it to the subconscious part of your mind. You will be forever linked with pressing your thumb and forefinger together with the feeling you have now, deep hypnosis. So never do this while driving or operating heavy machinery, because you know that pressing your thumb and forefinger together means deep hypnosis within seconds. and just keep them pressed. That's right. And listen to the words I say. Any time in the future you want to have your very own hypnotherapy session, you go to a quiet place where you will not be disturbed. You say, I'm going to use self-hypnosis for, and you fill in the blank for, let's say, 15 minutes. It could be a half hour. It could be as 2 or 3 minutes. It's up to you. And you shut your eyes, and then you press your thumb and forefinger together, and you will immediately drop into this exact same state that you are in now. And that's firmly implanted in your mind, and it will never be erased. And your mind has an inner clock. And during the self-hypnosis, you might be thinking to yourself, well, what do I do, or what do I think about? Well, just let your conscious mind think of good, positive things, because your subconscious mind will be working to a solution to overcome whatever it is that you're using the self-hypnosis for. You see, your self-conscious mind knows you better than you. It's where your deep habits, beliefs, and so on are. And it will change accordingly to what you're using the self-hypnosis for. That's right. And be still a moment as I'm quiet for a moment to let these suggestions take firm hold. Okay, you can release your thumb and forefinger. What I'm going to do is count from 1 to 5, and with each number, the more awake into waking consciousness you become. And you'll feel 3 times more euphoric and full of pleasure, more full of energy, just as if you've had a 4-hour deep tissue massage and an 8-hour deep sleep. And you'll feel nice and relaxed. 1, 2, your mind orienting yourself to the room. 3, taking in a big deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth as you stretch. That's it. Stretch your arms, your legs, your neck, and everything. 4, feel the endorphins pulsating through your body. You're feeling pleasure. And 5, eyes open, wide awake. All right. So now you know a method of helping yourself through hypnosis, self-hypnosis. And trust me, you're going to be using this a lot. I suggest that you do it daily. Do it for 21 days, roughly about the same time. Because it does take a little practice, and you know, the more you do it, the better you'll get, as they say. And I just really want you to be on the lookout for some awesome magic that's coming up. For instance, I'll do something really quick. You got 2 ordinary rubber bands. It's not like you can gimmick rubber bands. These are ordinary, real rubber bands. Real fingertips. I want you to see one goes on the other side of the other. No optical illusion. You see? That's in there. Okay, you can see one's inside the other. Now, there's no way for these to separate unless the rubber bands have a trapdoor, which I promise you they don't, or unless my fingertips could dematerialize and materialize, because you can go up like this and like this and so on, and they just penetrate. You know, this is so good of a trick. David Copperfield, honest to God, look it up, did this on one of his specials. It's one of the most visual tricks you can do. You can do it with borrowed rubber bands, and it's very cheap. I mean, like 3 cents, I don't know. You got a miracle. Alright, for all your hypnosis needs, go to www.eddini.com. Thank you. I love you all. God bless.